Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going over the Year 5 Season 4 updates. We have buffs, we have nerfs, we have testing ground changes, 2 to be exact. Some heartbreaking stuff, but a lot of cool things coming. So we're gonna play some duels. I'm gonna talk about all the new stuff coming in the new season. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps me out a bunch. Let's go. All right. Little Highlander duel while we talkity talk. Let's go. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the nerfs upcoming, and as far as I know, the only nerfs we're getting are Shigoki, Raider, and Orochi. Orochi, of course, they're changing his offense just a little bit. Right now his dodge forward is heavy attack is undodgeable. They're getting rid of the undodgeable. The kick, oof, just took so much damage. The kick, right now you can dodge directly after the kick. They're getting rid of that. And I believe, hold on. Well, yeah, lightning strike no longer delayable, and then they're also making it slower, or like you can't delay it until 500 milliseconds, only 400 milliseconds. Then we got the Raider's getting some crazy damage nerfs. I'm talking like 38 damage all the way down to like 32 for his heavy finishers, 36 to like 30 on his chain heavies. He is also losing HP down from 140 to 130, and the knee attack no longer drains stamina, so no more knees just like doing absolute madness to you. I think that's more of a Dominion thing. It doesn't really bother you that much in duels, but yeah, that's gone. Oh, and they made Storming Tap do 10 damage now instead of 12. Alright, next up we got the Shigoki changes, then we're going to talk about the feat changes, then we're going to get into testing grounds, and more importantly, what I think about the testing grounds and how I feel like it's going to affect the game in the future, and you know, all that other good stuff, like what hero it was and all that. But anyways, Shigoki changes, they nerfed the headbutt. I think the headbutt damage is the same, but you can no longer chain into heavy quickly. They slowed it down, so you can pretty much punish people just a little bit easier. And then, of course, everything else is pretty much just damage changes. Similar to Raider, just everything. The damage is just getting absolutely demolished. So down to, like, I think his highest hitting damage now is going to be 32, down from 38. Also, the Demon Ball recovery. So if you get hit with Demon Ball, you get up a little bit faster. Feats, basic stuff. Only one people care about is Smoke Bomb. They're changing Smoke Bomb from being super annoying, and it's going to just be a 5-second stun. I've never seen a stun in For Honor, so I honestly have no idea how it's going to work, if you're going to just like not be able to move, or if you're just going to just be stuck, or if you're only going to be stuck until you get hit, or if they're going to let you they just let people swing on you for that long. I have no idea. But I know a lot of people have been hating on the I'm dead on the Smoke Bomb for a while, so this is going to be interesting. I wonder if it's still going to be banned in tournaments. Alright, last but not least, we have the Shinobi finally coming. The Shinobi testing ground changes finally coming to the live game, and this is obviously something we've seen before. Not a whole lot changed from the initial testing grounds. But they made his chains just work a little bit better. Apart from that, though, it's pretty similar. Shinobi in testing grounds was crazy, and they pretty much just made him a little bit crazier with his chains and stuff. But that's the common theme for a lot of the characters. They're making it so you can really just attack as much as you want. So it's gonna be those light attacks. It's gonna be if you're in positive frames and you're attacking, you're gonna be able to keep on attacking, and Shinobi is following through with that. And then that brings me to the new hero they added into testing grounds. Yes, it's only one hero. No, it is not Highlander. A lot of people were expecting Highlander. I was expecting Highlander, but it's not Highlander. It's not Yorm. It's not any of the characters you think it is. Of course, everybody's probably already seen it, but if you don't know, Conqueror is being reworked again. Conqueror has been reworked before, but the first time obviously didn't change much about him. This time they're looking to I lost, to really solidify Conqueror in the new meta, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, or right now, because I can cut. Oh, and by the way, before I get into this next part, I just want to say sorry. I know I don't usually do videos like this, but, you know, I want to keep up to date with the new things coming into For Honor, so obviously this is something new. This is news, so I figured I'd talk about it here. The next part, I'm not really going to get too much into the changes for Conqueror, because you guys can look it up yourself, and it's honestly quite a lot of stuff. But more so, I'm going to talk about what I think about the change and what I think about Testing Grounds as it is right now, because as you guys know, Testing Grounds started off as this thing to where we can get kind of like a chance to see what's going into the game before it goes into the game and put in our input. Mostly because a lot of things that they changed in the game ended up having negative reviews, like people didn't like them, so this is pretty much a safeguard from them, which honestly isn't the worst thing possible, right? And I don't have a problem with Testing Grounds. The only problem I have at the moment with their current, I guess you could call it, setup is just the time difference, I guess. I completely understand the need to get everything right the first time, but as it's standing now, it is 6 months for every Testing Ground change, and they're only doing one hero at a time. So if you can name your hero that you want to be updated right now in Testing Grounds, more than likely it could be easily more than a year until they're seen, or until they're actually live, like their update is actually live, like not Testing Grounds, but like actually in the game. Because even Shinobi is just now coming live, and we saw his update, what, 3 months ago? So yeah, it's not looking super hot for the people who want hero changes. It's not the worst, don't get me wrong, and I feel like they're doing a really good job, but don't hold your breath, okay, guys? If you're waiting for Yorm or Highlander or Shaolin or any of those guys, if they're doing one hero at a time, it's going to be at least 6 months until the next one. All right, so before I talk any more in depth about what I feel about the current Testing Ground kind of like state of game, I'll talk about the Conqueror changes a little bit. I think the Conqueror changes are phenomenal. Honestly, I might give it a try. I'm going to be completely honest. I think the Conqueror changes are pretty much what I wanted to see come into the Highlander changes, because they're nuts. Conqueror now has an offensive stance pretty much and a defensive stance. It's something else, man. You guys, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you guys go check it out. I'm not going to get too in depth because there was a lot that changed, but pretty much the Conqueror you knew once Testing Grounds drops, I think on January 30th, that Conqueror is dead and gone. He's got undodgeable heavy chains. He can now feint his heavy attacks. You don't have to do the whole full guard anymore. He has crazy new moves. His zone attack got a nice little buff. It's kind of got nerfed, but it also got buffed too, depending how you're looking at it. And I mean, he's like Raider. Straight up, he's like Raider. He can just attack as much as he wants. He doesn't lose that much stamina. Even when he's full guarding, he doesn't lose stamina anymore. And once he's going, he can just keep on going and going and going until you successfully defend. So Conqueror is officially in For Honor 2.0 once he drops. He might be a little too strong, but I mean, we haven't had a chance to play him yet, so I'm not gonna, make that early guess before I actually get a chance to put my hands on it. But for you guys who don't know, a little while back I classified For Honor in two different games. You have For Honor Classic, which is the characters who still kind of are forced to play like more of a counteractive game. They can't really attack as much as they want to, and they don't really get to control the tempo of fights that well. And you have the For Honor 2.0 cast, which are characters who have been updated recently or new characters that have come out that get to attack as much as they want. They get to control the tempo until you successfully defend against them, and pretty much it's go until you do the right thing. And so that's For Honor 2.0, and Conk is definitely feeling like in For Honor 2.0. What I think about everything else as a whole, testing ground wise, I feel like they've gotten better at updating heroes, so I don't think testing grounds need to take as long as they have been. I feel like... Oh no, this is gonna kill me. I feel like... Sorry, I was concentrating for a second there. That fire sucks. It shouldn't be 6 months per hero. I don't know who the guy was next to Stefan at the far right, but he's like, I guess, the new guy who's coming up with the changes for heroes. He's doing a really good job, but he has a pretty good understanding of what characters should look like if they want to play the game, like everybody else, you know what I mean? So I honestly think like 3 months in between testing round changes, or probably even less, would probably be fine. Like, I really do think so, because even with the Conqueror changes, I don't mind if when heroes come out in testing grounds that they're OP for just a little bit. I really don't think it's that big of a deal, like straight up. Oof, I'm dead. I almost would welcome it just to throw things up, or throw things out, but I feel like they really want to just one and done it. Probably the last thing I'm gonna talk about with the new season, because they haven't said much about the new hero just yet, and we don't really know much else, is obviously we're getting new armor, which is pretty sick. I'm always happy about new armor. We're getting new weapons. I think there's already like 2 sets of weapons out that they showed today. If you're a Highlander main, I wouldn't get too excited. They don't look that great, but just my personal opinion. Anything with art is all subjective, so I can't really say too much about it. But nice. The last thing I'll say is I'm really happy with the changes that they're making. They're very thorough. They don't just, tap a Band-Aid on reworks anymore and call it a day. They really look through the whole kit and get it going. And if this is the way they keep doing things, I don't mind waiting a while longer for the Highlander changes. But I can say that the way they have testing grounds going right now is just a little too slow, in my opinion, for all the heroes that need to be changed. I understand wanting to stretch out content. Definitely nothing wrong with that. But at this point, like I said, it's one testing ground character from conception to being live in the game every 6 months, because we're not going to get another one until Conqueror's done. Shinobi's first testing grounds was 3 months ago. Conqueror's doesn't drop for another month, so it's already 4 months, and then he's going to go live probably at the beginning of next season. So yeah, it's one testing ground hero every 6 months, and I could probably think off the top of my head 5 heroes that could use some changes, a rework, a complete rework, to put them into the For Honor 2.0 category at least. So if it's one every 6 months, that's like 2.5 years, right? And Highlander could be last. That would suck. I don't think they're going to keep it this way. I feel like once they get the swing of these reworks down, they'll probably start swinging, pushing them out just a little bit faster, which I'm pretty excited about. But if they don't, we are... That was the dumbest thing I could have done. We are in for a process, is all I got to say to that. But like I said, I'm happy with the Conqueror changes. My dude is super solid. And I'm just waiting for it to go live. Definitely want to give it a try. I love heavies. And my Conqueror looks sick, so it'll be cool if I get a chance to play him. I think we'll do like this duel and maybe another one. But before I get to the end, I just want to ask you guys, what do y'all think about Year 5 Season 4? Do you think it's quality? Do you think they did enough nerfing and buffing and stuff like that? Or do you feel like they need to do more? Are you happy with Conqueror getting his update? And also, and probably the most important thing, what faction do you guys think the new hero is going to be? we gotta know that, or we gotta guess that. Jeej. We all know it's going to be Viking, right? But we won't know for another couple of months. Seriously though, let me know if you guys like the changes, or if you feel like they could have done more, and if so, like what more could they have done? I know we're still in the panorama, so obviously things are always going to be moving a little bit slower than they were before, but genuinely interested. I really thought I could dodge that. Do I hit the wall here? Oh, I do. What just happened? Nice. Me personally, I feel like compared to what they've been doing as of late, these changes are pretty on par. This is pretty much what I've come to expect when it comes to new seasons of For Honor. A little bit of storytelling, a whole lot of art, a whole lot of new weapons. Probably not too much when it comes to executions, but it is what it is. And then just a couple of changes of heroes, but thorough changes nonetheless. So can't complain too much, right? Bop, bop. Oof. The nerfs were pretty interestingly justified. They quoted the competitive scene for some nerfs, and then casual players for nerfs as well. One thing you can count on when it comes to For Honor duels, if you're just playing over and over, is you're going to run into the same people over and over, at least throughout the night or the day whenever you're playing. It's fine, though. It's whatever. I don't mind. Clux is... If this is Clucky's, I'm pretty sure it's Clucky's. He's a cool dude. But it's just... When you're playing against someone so, there, it's hard to talk. And I'm not trying to talk about the game. I'm trying to talk about... Oh, dang it. The changes. Nice. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Nice. I forgot what I was talking about. I think what I was saying was that I'm pretty on par with the changes. I think tempo-wise, it could be a little bit quicker, but what can you do, right? It'll drop when it drops. And worrying's not going to do anything about it, so that's where we're at right now, yeah. If I were a betting man, I'd probably say it's going to be a long time before Highlander gets any changes, unless they have a big update similar to, I believe, 4 seasons ago. Maybe it was longer than that. But when they had like 6 heroes in the testing grounds, it was absolutely nuts. If not, I mean, it could be until 2023. It's crazy to think about until Highlander gets some changes. We'll see though. But hey, I'll say this. If we can do anything similar to, or if they can do anything similar to the amount of rework that they've done for Conqueror with Highlander, in the sense of just like absolutely goading him up, I don't think I'll mind. I wouldn't mind at all. Don't get clapped. Don't get clapped. Bop. Bop. Nice. Oh no. My dude's controller die or something? Boom. 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 Nice. He's out of stamina. We take those. That's not a good trade. Yay. Raw kick should work here. It did not, in case you were wondering. What just happened there? I'm just going to stay in defensive stance. I shouldn't hit. Wow, I ran out of stamina. That's crazy. Nice. Just like that. Back in it. Wow. Good fight. Alright, dude. So I hope I got all of my thoughts across. Sorry this video was a little bit different than the usual ones. I didn't really have a chance to do like a full script and stuff like that, and I really just wanted to get you guys some duels out and make sure I stuck to the schedule and got you this new content talking about the new stuff coming up. I really want to hear your thoughts about it. I hope I portrayed my thoughts well. Hoping for some Highlander changes sometime in the future. Hopefully not 2 years from now. But the Conqueror changes, I like. The nerfs, you know, or whatever. I don't really, you know, see much of a need to nerf so many heroes when we have so many heroes that need buffs, but I'll take it. But let me guys know what you like, what you thought, and also let me know what you thought about the video. If you want me to keep up to date when it comes to For Honor news, I will be happy to drop it for you. If not, I'll just go back to commentating. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Helps me out a ton. I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? Peace.